Welcome back to Ask the Attorney. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Summer Nichols from Summer Nichols Law. Good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
So we're talking offset. You've got all kinds of fun stuff that you're doing today, but we can only pick a couple. So one of the things that we were chatting about is the heightened divorce rates in family law cases going through 2020 as a concept, but how 2020 has kind of ticked it up. And you were talking a little bit about mediation and how that may help people understand the process of what life looks like after.
Right.
What is mediation? Tell us a little bit about what you do there and what people can expect.
Okay. So whether you're going through a divorce or any type of family law case, if you and your spouse or the other parent of your child can't come to an agreement on your own, every court in Florida requires you to attempt a mediation. A mediation is a casual meeting. You're not in a courtroom. There's no judge. There's just a mediator who is usually an attorney like myself, except they're a mediator on that day, and they're trained in helping people come to compromises in these types of family situations. So dividing up debts and assets or making a time-sharing arrangement for your children.
So when you mediate, who's all there? So usually when somebody goes through the family law case, they get an attorney for him and they get an attorney for her. And then there's another attorney in the room. So 3 attorneys, 2 people. What's it look like? Am I close?
Yeah, you are. You got it exactly right. So it looks like a mediator's office where I'm in one room with my client and the other attorney is in another room with their client. And the third person, the mediator, kind of goes back and forth up and down the hallway between the rooms and tries to get us to reach an agreement on everything. If we can reach an agreement, then there's lots of benefits to that. First of all, you're basically done with your case that day. You leave that office with a signed settlement agreement that, with very few rare exceptions, no one can change their mind about. You're done paying your attorney money. You're done waiting for a court date to get here. And probably most importantly, there's no risk. You're not waiting to go to a trial before a judge where you have no idea what might happen. You've created your own agreement.
Well, and it sounds like it creates what is in a difficult scenario as a concept, some semblance of working together and some semblance of trying to create something, if you have kids or whatever, that is going to be civil versus the Civil War.
Right, exactly.
So what if it all breaks down to mediation, then what happens? Or is the goal to not have a breakdown in mediation?
The goal is not to, and probably about 90% of, whether again it's divorce or a different type of family law case in Florida, about 90% of those cases are able to settle at mediation. So even if you think you have the most unreasonable spouse in the world, or you have the most complicated custody or alimony situation ever, we come to agreements all the time, and that's why the court makes us at least attempt it. But of course, you're not going to be happy. Nobody's going to be happy in a family law situation like this, but you're going to be a lot happier with an agreement that you created on your own versus one that some judge you don't know just doled out.
So if people want to find out more about you, about the process, does mediation work for me? Does it not work for me? How do people find out more about you and engage on what their next best step may look like?
Okay. So they can visit us at our website, summernicholslaw.com. Call us at the office, 904-322-7702. I always do a free consultation about your family law matter.
Well, thank you for joining us on this segment.
Thanks,
I know that we'll probably have you back on another segment just because there's just so many things that are happening out there. But thanks for giving us the update on how people can work together versus working apart in a very unique set of circumstances.
All right. Thanks for having me, Steve.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks for joining us on Ask the Attorney. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.